I'll tell you one thing. I'll let you guys in on my one conspiracy theory that I actually believe. And to be honest, I probably believe it because it's more fun to believe it than there's actual evidence. But I'll let you guys know my one admittedly stupid thing. I don't think the pyramids had anything to do with what people think they had to do with. It sure as fuck wasn't for pharaohs to be buried in or something. I think it was some kind of archaeological structure that did something for the society around it. What that is, I don't know. I've heard the theory of power plants. I've heard all this shit. I don't know. Even if I listen to the evidence people said, I can't even understand if the evidence is real enough for me to be able to know. But I sure as fuck don't think they're a giant big cock statue to whoever the president was. I don't think it's that. It's some kind of utility structure for something. That is as far as I go in conspiracies. It's a flex. If it's a flex, it's a phenomenal flex. All right? 1G Towers, something, bro. Like, I don't know. Like I say, I probably believe it because it's more fun to believe. But, like, if you're trying to pose some kind of conspiracy, something out of me for the fun of it, I'll give you that one. I'll nibble a little bit. I'll tell you, the pyramid, like, the whole ancient Egypt thing is super fascinating to me. Maybe it's an ego flex, maybe. I mean, we have our own ego flexes in the modern day. But it seems to me like it's a utility structure, if I had to guess. Do you believe in the supernatural? I've often wondered this myself. I don't believe it in the way that's like, you know, someone dies in your house and now there's a ghost there forever and they float around until you get them out of their painting or something. I don't really know what I believe because I feel like if there is something supernatural, how would I ever know it with my current senses available? So I feel like maybe, possibly something, but I don't know how I would ever... I guess I'm agnostic to most things, which is like, maybe there's something, but I don't know how I would ever be able to be aware if there was something. I've never experienced anything that made me a firm believer in almost anything. But I don't believe that me with my monkey senses could understand it. But I'm the type of guy that tends to change my opinion based upon evidence or upon reasonable debate. It's hard to have reasonable debate around things that are just giant leaps of faith, like ghosts are real. So it's really hard for me. I guess I'm a skeptic at heart, probably. If I'm being real with myself, I'm probably a skeptic on most things. But I also feel like I understand if it's probably impossible either way to understand most of these things. So I don't really partake in many of the conversations because I don't really find much point in the conversation because I know like there's no way for me to have any evidence. So you believe in honor or love? I don't really think those are things you need to believe in. I think they're like objective things where it's like love is definitely real. You probably know someone in your life that has loved you or still does. And honor is kind of a word we use to describe somebody that I suppose means integrity. So I don't really feel like those are things you believe in. They're just things that are traits of stuff that happen. A skeptic that wants to believe? I think it's more fun to believe. If you're asking me personally. I would much prefer to believe aliens are real and shit, because I think that's fun. But if you're asking me in my heart of hearts or whatever the line is, you know, I don't know. And to be honest, I'm skeptical of most people that tell me they know exactly how everything works anyway. Which means by that own logic, if I said no to that type of stuff, I'm kind of doing the same thing. Which is like telling you, no, it's not real. But like, I don't have any, I can't prove a negative, but I also have just as much evidence to the contrary as the people who try to convince me have to the, you know, what's the opposite of contrary? The positive? Unless one's haunting me, I don't need to worry about. That's kind of how I feel, yeah. Unless suddenly there's a ghost pandemic and they're just going through, just getting rid of all of us, then I'm probably going to have cause for concern.